Hey guys. Oh, what a beautiful, beautiful night. I napped all day. I almost ended up forgetting about a customer's stuff. Luckily, I didn't. Um, so, we have PS5 controllers. Customer states one has stick drift, one has a D-pad that just stopped working correctly. We're gonna start with this white one. I'm gonna move y'all over to here so that we can test it together. So, those buttons are working. These are working. This guy's not working. You're gonna have to fix the mic. Oh, it does, but you have to jam it. It feels very stuck. Uh, this guy's working. This is working. That's working. That part of the D-pad's working. Okay, so the up arrow is not working. As you can see, nothing changes when I click it. When this axis 9 should get another position when I do it. And then as far as the sticks go, they're all returning to a place where I wouldn't expect stick drift. Now, just to be extra sure, we are going to open this. Here we go. Theme is a lot easier to see if it's going to drift with like normal dead zones and stuff, because it's a lot closer to the console's dead zones. What we were looking at was just raw data. And as you can see, we also still can't see if we click the arrow up. So this one just has the arrow issue, which is most likely fixable through just a cleaning. A lot of times these get dust that works their way into the buttons, so we're gonna go ahead and do a clean. Get the black spudger here. And remove both of these. Now we're gonna remove the faceplate. Oh. Look at this. The customer's definitely been in here because there's screws missing. Interesting. Oh, look at that. This cable right here is ripped. I mean, I guess that's fine because most people don't use the mic, but interesting. Didn't mean to bin that so far. Whoops. Oh. Gonna hurt. First step here is to remove your mic. That issue we just saw earlier, avoid that. Go with the battery now. Go ahead and get these screws out. There we go. Unplug our haptics. Unplug our touchpad. I mean, normally this mic would be unplugged already, but you know. Okay, we should be able to lift this guy out now. I'm gonna go ahead and take out all of these pads and the buttons. Just gonna give it a full cleaning because we might as well. Oh. There we go. Touchpad. Luckily, all of these screws are the same, so you don't really have to keep tabs. And for the touchpad, you just kind of lift it away from the black bracket and pull it towards you. And it comes off. This guy, oh. That's just going to be trash later. Let me grab one of my pink totes. Probably what I'm going to clean these in. Because, you know, if you're in here, you might as well. You're already in here, and the issue requires that you're cleaning a part. May as well clean it all really well. Next, we're actually going to take this pad off. And we're going to clean it with isopropyl alcohol. Actually, you know what? We'll get a Q-tip and we'll spot clean it. I think that's probably easier. I have any spare Q-tips? I do not. Okay. Just gonna be careful with a rag. Now this is going to soak into all those little crevices with this. You're going to have to set it somewhere to dry. So I'm going to put this in front of this fan. Oh wait, take the sticks too. Okay. Now I'm gonna go get some soap and water and put it over these, and I'll be back to clean them. Okay. Now. We're gonna go ahead and grab everything now. Oh yeah. Go about this guy. Who's having issues. Flip it. Oh, that went across my desk. Where did it land? Question. There it is. Up. Okay, let's go ahead and clean this now. No more procrastinating, you know? Bubble. Oh. Go ahead and dry that on. And take my ring off, because it keeps wanting to fall off. Okay. It's times like these. I wish I had that ultrasonic cleaner that I've been looking at. Make things a lot easier. And set the parts in there and let it do its thing, you know? Why is my model being a doo-doo? There we go. Testing 1 2 1 2. There we go. Now my model's not being a butthole. But all of a sudden, it starts being a butthole the second I move my head. I wonder if I have my dead zones set too high. Or at least my cutoff limit. Very nice and dry. Okay. Now it's time for all the tiny parts that we were actually worried about. Right. This guy doesn't even need much cleaning. I don't know why I put that in there. I guess because it's just plastic, you know? Maybe we're not going to clean the touchpad itself just because it's adhesive onto the part, so I'm gonna clean it. I might as well just wipe it with an alcohol rag. Where the crap did it go? I felt it 5 times. Here it is. Okay. Now, let's start putting this controller back together. Starting with this guy. There. I don't actually remember the order of the buttons. Apparently I do, wow. Nope, I don't. It goes there. Okay. And goes here. Goes over here. Touchpad. I'm riding the struggle bus right now. There we go. Sometimes that thing's just a pain in the butt to put in. Go here. No, it doesn't. Oh, I see. I'm stupid sometimes. Yeah. Okay, that moves freely now. Nice. There we go. Now grab our guts. Our sticks on. Go ahead and clean everything on. Dry the liquid that's under there. There we go. Okay. Don't know entirely why I undid these guys. Guess it's just a habit at this point. So we're gonna put it back. There we go. Then plug our touchpad back in. There we go. Screw these guys in. There we go. And then battery carrier. Me. Okay. Come on, that was my bad. There we go. This guy. Go back in as well. And as we know, the other microphone is grab the back cover. Put it on properly this time. And the faceplate. And let's bring it over the tester and make sure it works. Also got to get these bumpers. Give me a quick second. Okay. Let's plug it in. I'll move y'all over. There we go. Wow. Okay, I thought that was being non-responsive. That's just the software. No drift still. Those still work. Yeah, it works a lot better. And now all the arrows work. So this guy's perfectly good now. One to return to the customer. Now, this guy, let's see how bad this stick drift is. Depending, I may clean the pot, I may completely change the pot. Oops. Oh, that's definitely a little dirty there. Getting stuck. Probably gonna end up just spot cleaning this one because it's not as bad though. Now, I don't actually see any drift though. What we'll do is I will go to the Steam settings and remove its dead zones. And we're gonna see how it looks drift wise. I know what it should look like without dead zones. This guy is really good. This guy is going to 0 no matter what. Wait. 2,000's a little much. $2,000 on the left, right, it's a little much. Let alone 3,000 or 4,000. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean that pot. I think that should fix it. This one also is missing screws. Now, I don't know if the customer took them out on purpose, or if they're lost, or what. If I knew they were just lost, I would replace them, but I'm not sure of that. So I'm just going to leave them as is. Though, they probably are lost. Plug that mic. I'm wondering what this touchpad situation is going to look like, just because it feels so wonky. Oops. Okay, so we had this guy specifically because it was our left stick going left and right. That's going to be this pot right here. I wouldn't recommend this normally, but I have pots that I can replace this with if I damage it. See, is there any holes worn in there yet? I think there is a little bit of a hole. Let me just make sure. There is, in fact, a hole worn in there. So, it's like I'm going to be firing up my soldering iron. Which I didn't fire up, which now I feel stupid for. Because I had a feeling that this one would just be, you know, clean and it's done. Here we go. And while that heats up, we're going to deal with the stick. Now, as far as the spring goes, it feels fine. Actually feels brand new. So we're just gonna replace the pot. Okay. Go. Now, like I said, we're only going to be moving these pots just because the stick feels basically brand new. This. And there's a lot of things here I normally wouldn't recommend, just because of stresses on the board and stuff. But I have done this so many times that I am confident nothing's going to go wrong. Next, we're going to flip the board over and clean it up. Oh my, I'm going to need some solder soon. Solder wick. Flux. Okay. We're just going to add a little solder of lower melting quality. Not lower quality, but you know. Of quality that melts at a lower temperature. How did I used to do that? Yeah, I think it was just, yeah. I just melt it and pull out the extra stem. Doobie doobie doo, where are you? I'm trouble getting this one out. Maybe if I go below the board? Eh. Hmm. There we go. Okay, that looks like it was good enough. Now we can go through and... Here we go. Now, just to be thorough, I'm going to go ahead and clean the board with alcohol. Get that extra flux off right there. There we go. Now it's time to put the new pots on. There. Okay. There you go. These guys should just fit in here. That helps if they're aligned, you know. There we go. Now to just add some solder, you know. I should add a little extra flux to this because it's not taking the way I want it to. Yeah. Honestly, I should have got the microscope out for y'all guys so you could see this better. Sorry about that. But I flat out did not think about the fact that I have it until just now. Okay. I'll give it a good wipe down. All that excess flux. I need to give it a test. Oops. Didn't mean to hit y'all. We're just gonna move these wires out of the way, because they're not important for testing. That's not even important for testing. We do need the touchpad. For whatever reason, it doesn't start up without it. We need the battery carrier. Hold everything together. Our battery in. And then plug her in. Now let's see how well the sticks took, because sometimes I have to redo them multiple times to get them to work right. No, the answer is they didn't take. Yeah, it feels like... It really looks like both of these sticks actually have drift, because they're not sticking to the same number. It's all about if I flick it. Because if I manually recenter them, they're at 0. So, what we're gonna do is replace the whole stick, spring and all. Which I wasn't gonna do because that felt like a waste of a spring, but I don't have any more single pots. So I may as well at this point. Oh. And it's time to... Oh, sorry guys. Okay. Got that guy cleared now. And clean up all of this mess. Why? Okay. Let this board cool down just a little bit before I keep working. Wanna warp it. And it's clogged. This happens to me every time. You get a new solder sucker that's, better. That doesn't ha 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 suck, Hmm. Okay. Get some of our solder wick in here. Box on it. Well, I hope that cap I just knocked off isn't too important. Gave it a little too much heat and that cap just came right off. Oh. If it's important, I put it back. If it's not important, well, oh well. Then it wasn't important. Board. And time to put our new stick in. There we go. Make sure it's seated nice and flat. Take a box, just put it in those different spots where the joints are. Make sure we get a good adhesion. These joints do hold this stick on here too. Uh-oh. My camera die. To be fair, this is taking me a lot longer than expected. Which means I'm gonna have to put you on the charger for a second. Sorry about that, guys. Of course, though. Of course, things have to go wrong. My model's being buggy today. Everything's being unhappy. Oh my goodness, my goodness, my goodness. Let's try resetting my lip sync. Ah. E. Oh wait. I. U. E. O. Did that fix it? No, it didn't. Now my stuff's just not working. Hello? Let's see. I'm gonna have to reset my model. I have never seen it do that. Out of all my years of using VTube Studio, it usually just works. Interesting. Hello. There we go. Now it's working perfectly. That was big dumb. Okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and start soldering. And we're just gonna give you the results through the controller tester. Okay, time for another test. Grab the battery cover screws, screw it in. Just keep our board from running off. Put our battery in. And plug it in. Let's see here. Guy's still good. See, now it's incredibly close. And what I'm gonna do is just reflow some of these until they are centered. I'm not going to be able to get it perfectly centered. Obviously, nothing's perfect. I'm surprised that the other one goes to 0, 0 the way it does. That's not very typical. Okay. Let me go back to calibration. Okay. According to Steam, the right joystick, which is the one that's fine, requires a dead zone of around 2000. So if we can get the left close to around 2000, then we should be good. If we go to the left joystick, I make the dead zone different, click triangle, a little over 2000. Incredibly close to what you would expect for a PlayStation controller. But it's still not quite there as far as I'm concerned. And that is fine, because I can just keep reflowing until I get it. Okay, I have a feeling this will do it. Wow, gyro, crazy. We gotta begin test. Yeah, we're getting a lot tighter here, around 2,000. I wish there was a way to re-zero these, but there isn't, so you kind of just have to deal with when you get a joystick replacement, changing your dead zones. I am still surprised that it shows a 0-0 on this. It shouldn't, because it says that it's really at 2,000. Which means this is literally 600 away from being dead center, like this one. So this one's not that bad. It should work with the PlayStation. Once I give it to the client, I'll test it with him. And as long as it works, it's good. I wish I had a PlayStation to test this with, but in my experience, this is good enough. And wow, my VTuber model crashed again. I have no clue why I'm having so much trouble with it, but I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here, and go ahead and put it back together.